Hello everyone, Dane here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, we'll be doing a review for Dracula Blood Hunt number 3. This is the last issue of this miniseries, so let's talk about the creative team here. We have writer Danny Laurie with art by Vincenzo Carratù, colors by David Curiel, letters by Joe Sabino, fantastic cover by Rod Reese. I just love that cover of course, Dracula facing off against Brielle. So let's talk about this issue, though. Um, in this issue, what cannot be done is what must be done. The vampire scourge continues to ravage Earth as the blood hunt rages on, and Dracula must move to a certain place in the hierarchy of the night. That is, if he can convince Brielle, aka Bloodline, to bend to his will. Unfortunately, she's a teenage girl, and convincing her of anything will take every ounce of the immortal Lord of Vampires has at his disposal. Uh, I read that synopsis and I do think that, of course, that's kind of what's happening, but this is just more of a test of Brielle and her willpower, her conviction, her willingness to do what needs to be done. And I think Danny Laurie really explores that in a fun fashion. All that juxtaposed in parallel the story of Dracula, who is trying to make her go through this journey in his own specific, Dracula way. Um, it's interesting. It's interesting how good of a combination of characters this turned out to be. Like, just really fun people that or characters that I wouldn't expect to work together. Of course, they made a really good pairing. And Vincenzo Carrattu's art just really brings it all over the top. Let's take a look at some of that preview art. And here you can see Brielle and the entity Varney that we met in the last issue of Blood Hunt, as she's trying to be brought over to the dark side, if you will. But yeah, Brielle, like I said, she has a very strong will, a very strong character. I do love that her lettering is like really bright pink. It really pops in the page, especially when you're reading this digitally. Yeah, the color grading on this really works. And yeah, I love Carratù. Like, this is kind of a dream world. This is all inside of her mind or a mindscape of sorts. So yeah, things kind of tend to get a little bit wobbly, a little bit weird. So even the paneling starts to kind of go from these rigid panels into these more like loosely kind of leaking almost type of little panels here. And we see finally Brielle maybe talking to Blade, her dad, maybe not. We after all the revelations of Blood Hunt, uh, can she really even trust everything that's going on in her mind? But I think Dracula, interestingly enough, has enough faith in this character, in Brielle, that she will come out the other side. But even if she doesn't, like Dracula, he's Dracula. He's not really worried about it. So this was a really fun miniseries. I would say this is one of the ones that I would recommend checking out, um, because it really colors in a lot of the Blood Hunt. And then, of course, you have Dracula, who, of course, will have to play a big role in this. I love that the series is named Dracula because it really feels like a misdirect, right? They didn't want to give away that this was really about Brielle's journey. So that was really fun as well. So, if you have read this, let me know. What did you think about this issue? What do you think about the implications of this for the larger Blood Hunt event? And of course, let me know, your other thoughts. Let me know what cover you ended up picking up. So all that stuff, leave it in the comments. And as always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.